How you doing, Niall?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. Feel kind of sick, but I'm not sure why. But happy that it's Friday. I'm going to a reunion later today, but that's
Okay.
most of my plans today. How are you?
Sweet, sweet. Hanging out, hanging out. Got a school glow party to go to this evening. That's my Friday night fun lined up.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, that I give them props, man. That they at least the schools that I've experienced raising a kid, they're definitely it seems to do a lot more kind of fun stuff for the kids, and that's always a win.
For sure.
So,
You want to pull up you want to pull some charts? Let's see what you're looking at right
sure,
now.
sure. I guessed a few. I figured you want to look at that ETH versus BTC chart.
Oh, for sure.
Sure,
That's our
for
bread and
sure.
butter right now.
That's right. All right. So, all right. Let's see what we can do here. Should be a little bit better here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these charts on my end. Uh, pretty good run up since Wednesday. On
Yeah.
let me see.
Question: do we have trapped longs going into the weekend? You know, that is the real question.
Right, but crypto is 24 hours, so they can get out. It's just whether or not
True.
they're on the computer.
True. So, can we? Do I have? Can you see Trading View? Is that working? Yeah. Okay. So this here is obviously our ETH versus BTC chart. Let's just see on a daily. Obviously this is our candle we're looking at here. I don't know what percent we're here at. About 5%. Well, almost 6%, really closer to 6 than 5. 5.8% move here on ETH versus BTC. Well, really past 2 days, but still. Let's see.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just you
about
want to pull up
5%.
the Bitcoin chart first, then we can go into this. It's
Sure.
probably easier way to do it.
Sure. So, right here is kind of a split chart here, TPO of Bitcoin here, but we can use this kind of gauge where we're at and a little bit where we've been. Right now we're just kind of trapped under our daily here, just about 62,920 or so coming in. You can see here on this overlay up top here is a 3-minute chart. You can see that we did have some liquidations here earlier today, Friday. We do have money flow kind of here at Friday afternoon coming back into the green below here. So I would edge with caution. We are coming down a little bit on momentum wave. Looking at TPO over here, we can see that really our point of control here lately on this 30-minute buy pit is about at 62,864. So if we are just currently trading basically trapped right underneath that point of control there. So if we were to kind of break above this and rally into the weekend, you could probably ride any type of bullish trend of a break of this. I would think of most alts, into mid Sunday or so. I personally would probably close any trades Sunday before CME's open, but that's kind of more my trading strategy than just outlook, I guess. Looking here at some other things here on Bitcoin, right? We can see we're basically here at our quarterly open, also to add a little confluence here, just sitting on top of. We have broken above this daily 5 moving average of 100. Looking, at some other things, whether it's emotional or DCA options. All right, obviously, this week would have been a better week to DCA in the beginning than the end of the week. Obviously, I can see here that sentiment's taken a little bit of a tick back down, but for the most part, here on higher time frames, we do tend to still favor long and bullish sentiment there. We We do have our RSIs coming down a little bit here. We'll have to be interested to see here at about 50%. Would give us confluence with about 60,920, which is basically what we've been kind of chasing up and down a little bit today. I think that kind of really in general, I think that there's been a sell-off since the big push up on Thursday. Some of that I would have expected just with some of the gaps and things that were formed below. But it looks like not much more of an appetite here late on Friday for Bitcoin. I know I saw MicroStrategy put in a big, massive buy today with some Bitcoin. But
yeah, what are you looking at for good entry levels at this point? Do we wait a couple days over the weekends?
Yeah,
couple hours, couple days. What are we looking at here on the entry long on the long side?
I'm more interested to wait. I would wait till Monday. If you weren't, like you say, in a position for a long, I think that if we were to come back I think if we were to come back Monday, New York Open, we'd have same opportunity as right now, if not probably better. Looking at volume profiles, right, and things like that on a chart of Bitcoin, just to kind of get an idea of points of control and value areas and things like that. For me, I really just am looking to make sure I'm interested to make sure that Bitcoin here holds about 62.3, 62.400 area. Let's see, looking here. Let's look, maybe let's just pull from this range. Yeah, I mean, with this looking at here, well, this is on 5 minute. Let's look at something more substantial. Yeah, this morning though, for me, really this 62. Let's see here. Yeah, it really, I don't know why I'm having trouble with this volume profile here, but about 62.6, really this area where kind of we were topping out here back on Wednesday before the FOMC kind of actual official news. So really, this area here of about from 63,300 to 63,400. And that's not my tool. More specifically, is what I'm really kind of interested in. If we were to maybe wick down into this area, I probably wouldn't. Even over the weekend, I probably would wait till something like Monday. But come Monday, say that we're still holding this region and above. Even more specifically, say above this value area low. Around 62,700, which I would imagine we're about to come down and test. But I would be looking for more bullish action going into leading up to the elections and things like that. Starting next week, I just would like to see this level hold, mainly for Bitcoin. Is as far as what I'm kind of interested in for a lot of the other smaller altcoins and L2s and memes and things like that, you know what I mean, to run. I think, being here on Thursday, right, doing a stream post FOMC announcement of, 50 basis point, interest rate cut, right? Sure, you could pull up it, you could throw money at anything and that's probably on its way up, but
yeah,
it's
what's
a little bit different scenario. A little bit different scenario.
Interest rate cuts on Wednesday.
I think everybody, for the most part, thought that an interest rate cut was definitely going to happen on the table. It was just a matter of a quarter versus a half.
Right.
Obviously, we ended up getting the half, which, depending on, I guess, some of your macroeconomic views, right? Might have been better than expected. I got lucky, more than anything. I kind of doubled down about 12:30 before about half an hour before the announcement came out, and kind of scalped long on Bitcoin. That was more of a guess, but that was really rewarding, and kind of made the rest of the week a little bit easier for me personally. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're doing a pretty good job with the soft landing situation now. Honestly,
Yeah.
the upside was on Thursday. Really, yesterday was the huge move up on everything.
Well, their meeting was on Wednesday, but they didn't announce the rate cut till Thursday. You get what I'm saying? They didn't. The speaker notes weren't released.
Right. I mean, they did announce they did have a meeting on Wednesday.
Right, but I didn't think they announced it till Thursday. No.
No, they
Maybe I'm
announced
wrong.
it. They
Okay.
said 50 basis points. That's fine. I was looking at ETH yesterday. Pretty good entry. I mean, if the bull market, if the next leg up is here and it's within like a month, probably 6 weeks, I'd probably buy ETH right now. It looks like a better risk reward than Bitcoin.
Yeah, I could agree with that. So I think as far as ETF flows and things like that, when with the idea of there being now, which changed pretty quickly, we went from having no crypto ETFs, right, to having a Bitcoin ETF, to all of a sudden, then now there's the Ethereum ETF. I want to say that some of the belief I bought into that made sense for me, coming from people I knew in New York, was that they were going to not necessarily, that basically when it came to crypto ETFs, right, selling them or whatnot, that really it was going to be equal weighted, in the sense, not out favor one versus the other.
What
But
do you mean by equal weighted?
Selling basically as risk assets, as risk assets, basically. So basically diversified, in the sense of, say if you're 10% crypto, right, well then maybe you'd be 50-50 Bitcoin ETH ETF versus whatever 70-30 or something. I don't feel like inflows really match that kind of story I was told, at least yet. But it'll be interesting to see maybe if that kind of finds a little bit more balancing. I haven't looked at ETF flows really this week, but that's something we could look at too.
Right. You want to pull up like a daily chart for ETH? I think the non-Web3 sentiment on ETH is lacking right now. We probably need to see more developments from larger institutions to get people more comfortable with ETH. Everyone understands Bitcoin, right? People don't really understand.
Do they not realize that, like, all these smart contracts and everything else, though, is happening really not on Bitcoin? That's the problem.
I don't even think they understand what smart contracts are.
I can see. I get you.
Right. They don't they just think that it's like a Bitcoin variant.
Right.
Yeah. So then they're more likely to buy Bitcoin over ETH.
Right. Yeah. But I would argue that, I don't know. I mean, yes, there's some scarcity, right, to infinite, to having a non-infinite supply, but I would argue that, things like smart contracts and the programmability of that is really where I think, a lot of the potential power in crypto lies. For practical use cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was speaking with somebody today that was considering buying some fractional ownership in some property in Hawaii. I said, man, why didn't you just buy the whole island? But hey, what's his face though? Oh God, from Oracle, I think. Oh, there's an island in Hawaii that's very not very inhabited. That's really overgrown with deer. I can't think of what the actual deer is called, but people go and hunt on it. And I think what's his face from Oracle owns like
Well, it's like Larry Ellison or something.
Maybe, yeah. I think so. It's off of it's off of like Kauai.
Yeah, I know Mark Zuckerberg owns an island in Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I just said that talking about smart contracts, right? Obviously, something like fractional ownership, say of physical property, right? Which is that what the whole Trump's little crypto push thing was? That
I think it's
fully
more.
Understand by essence.
What I've heard was that it's more of like, yeah, fractional ownership, but it doesn't seem to. What's the word? It doesn't seem too groundbreaking. It seems like a reskin of what someone else built already, and then he's just strapping the Trump name. It's definitely for. He's definitely looking to cash grab some money for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like him and I like crypto, so I won't complain. But I'm glad that I'm not. As long as it don't come off as as pathetic, kind of. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I don't like. Anyways, but whatever. Let's leave that. I'll leave that alone. But yeah. I mean, I appreciate him or anybody kind of highlighting crypto a little bit. Even we got enough meme coin pushers as it is that highlight crypto, even if it's for their own gain. But so yeah, but yeah.
I mean, ETH is looking okay.
Yeah.
S&P.
Yeah, shout out to some of our members, man. Lately, Dixon Draws, Boston Clear, man. They've been trading SPX a lot. And
what's the give me the rundown on Boston Clear's recent run? I think it's like 5 or 6 trades now.
Yeah, he's been doing real well, man.
All scalping using your indicators.
Yeah. That's been cool. That's been really cool to see. Obviously, or whatnot, or any type of positive feedback, and some of the natural little bit of winning energy, right? That comes with feeling good about making money and getting and being rewarded when you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what Boston Clear is using specifically, or is it just the suite of tools right now?
Yeah, I think that I know that, for example, it'd be a better question maybe for some members to talk to them about, and I don't want to overexpose anybody's like strategy or whatnot.
Right.
But I believe since they're trading SPX typically on these lower time frames, like a 10-minute, the really targeting really gaps. You know what I mean? Either whether it's an opening gap or whatnot, but also to really kind of playing short-term momentum as well. So, look, I can. Some of that I'm guessing based on some of the magic behind some of the indicators, some of the coding for the strategy. But yeah, they've been having some really good luck with it. So yeah, man. Shout out to them. And I hope one day maybe we can get some of them on here to just most of them are over on the East Coast, and just kind of get some of their perspectives or opinions, kind of read on some of the crowd when it comes to either some of the political narratives as we get closer here to November, or just the market kind of in general. But yeah. And Dixon's really
Yeah,
been
no, it's good to see people.
marking out
It's good
gaps
to see
and
people
targeting.
using the tools.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I think an advantage, right, of being a small collection of like we have, is that we can kind of, pivot easily is what I want to say, or whatnot, whether it's with like a tool or indicator, right, and maybe we, a few of us talk or after trading with it for a while say, hey, but what if we did this or did this differently? Same type, thing. I think that like we've been able to do some like with our mining and a few other things. I know we've pivoted on that once or twice. And, I look forward to some of the advantages of that to come in the future for sure.
Yeah, I think we're expecting an update today. I gotta get back to them and see.
Okay. I actually plan on pushing out an update later to the toolkit that people have been liking lately. Just a while back, something I've kind of taught on or whatever, and definitely touched on quite a few times is CME gaps, especially over the week. Well, they only happen over the weekend or holidays, but I figured I went ahead and that's something I'm gonna push out into that tool, the Beast toolkit. There today will be marking CME gaps and things like that, just to make them a little bit easier to keep track of. So yeah. The small group of us doing a little bit of trying to do a little bit with our flat cash through some passive kind of automated trading. I think we are getting better and better, improving on that, and that's really encouraging, man. That really is kind of increasing trade size and lowering leverage with kind of more and more confidence and I'll tell you, and working with we've been like really just using strategies versus, I mean, if we're talking purely in trading view, let's say strategies versus indicators, but really kind of given more of the long-term view, right? Because we kind of go back, make adjustments, right? And then we can kind of back test results, right away, to either play with different either risk or drawdown or average return, right, per trade, and just trying to make things more profitable always over time, but staying dynamic and yeah, man, just kind of trusting the system. So just recently we switched over, which shout out, again, coming from members, small community, actual people like trading stuff like that. UV, which who introduced me to a great project, speaking of communities, right? Meet Nippy, Friendsville, all that stuff. It's been great discovering all that. Gave the great idea, like, hey, why not instead of predetermined position size, right, for this, why not just use X percentage of portfolio value, right? And since we're really using sub accounts to do this, that really kind of opened things up to like, okay, now we can also take advantage of our gains, right, by compounding, right, and start slowly just taking larger and larger trade sizes. And also too, it kind of makes it a little bit easily adjustable for anybody wanting to like get in, right? It's not like a limit or a cap per se. So that's been kind of cool. It's been kind of cool, but a little bit rewarding lately. Definitely. And looking forward to more and more. But yeah. That's what's been happening lately there with that.
And we're huge developments. Appreciate the work, Io. Honestly, it's great to see people using the tools that you spent all that time on, and that they're winning. So it's a good vibe all around.
Yeah, man, for real, and yeah, definitely. It's rewarding and motivating, and that, right. and then you feel like people are winning too. So I mean, yeah, don't really get better than that.
Yeah,
I
you want
saw
to pull up the ETH BTC? How does that look? I mean, it's still on the ETH narrative, right? What can we expect on the daily time frame here? Looks like it's moving up, so maybe
yeah,
it's
really, we've we've really kind of broken this daily level. We've really kind of broken this daily level here. Let's see. Which was at 0.00438. And really actually now I'd like to see us close above even this previous daily candle that was here Saturday the 14th. And we are above that really too, which was about what is that? So we're at 3.8. We're currently at sitting at 4.94 0.04 049. So yeah, that is definitely positive. And also too, looking at if we were to consider this as high volume recovery or something, I like the way that not only was this reclaimed, but reclaimed and looks like definitely going to close above here. So that'll be definitely a positive marker. And yeah, I think I might be eyeing ETH longs probably more than even BTC longs come Monday morning. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think BTC is still going to be the leader for the majority of of this bull run. In the sense of, I'm not necessarily talking about average returns, but I think that most green days we have in Ethereum, or even small, these smaller market cap from there, are still mainly going to be led by days that are also green for Bitcoin. But we've had a few days in previous bull runs, right, where they've been independent of each other, and it'd be great one day if we get to that point where I would love to be at that point where it actually kind of makes it more work. But what I'm trying to say is where more and more things can run kind of independently. So we have Bitcoin going down, and we have, say, Ethereum still going up, right? And we have, I don't know, a basket of smaller caps still running.
yeah. I mean, that's probably phase 2.5, phase 3 of the bear bull market. We're probably at phase 1 right now, and everyone's still getting back into it. Yeah, it's still a long way to go, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think with the meme coin hype this cycle, I feel like it's been a little bit more confusing, say, to newcomers, right? Because you'll have Bitcoin pump, right? And you'll probably have meme coins start to pump shortly after, right? But then you'll have Bitcoin eventually start to come down, right? And even maybe 0.5% in the day, something like that. But you then might have these meme coins even start to pump higher, right? But it's really just the money flowing, the profits from the Bitcoin, right? Then dumping into the meme coins, pushing the meme coins up, you know what I mean? And then the money comes out, and right, we start all back over again. But yeah. So I haven't seen much narrative today. I did see when I was waking up, kind of covering some things, that I saw that BingX was hacked, which was a DEX that was, a perps DEX that was getting quite a bit of traction this past year. So that was a little unfortunate to see. Even though it's fun to laugh at others, or even haha, it wasn't me, or suckers, it's still not great for crypto. Anytime something like that happens. As much as we like to be independent and everything else, right? We still want our team to win for some things, and so that definitely wasn't a win. But yeah, man, this Catizen token's been a little crazy, the way that launched and everything with Binance. I know you saw some of that. I saw you ask about that. I was posting. Basically there was two Catizens at the same time, right? One on Ethereum, on Bitcoin. And they dumped a bunch into what's his face's wallet, the Vitalik's wallet. Made a post about it. He sold it off. So it was quite I saw it listed too on an exchange I trade on today too. And that too, man, that can be misleading, man, because you go and you look at it and it says like it's up like 70%, right? Or something crazy like that, say in 24 hours. Even though if you look, right, like it's dumped like 20% or something like that. But it's because, like the listing, right? And it got this huge, But most coins, well, most coins, depending on the exchange listing, right? I would say, well, back in the day, you used to have the Coinbase pump, right? You even had it, ex-employees or of whatnot getting in trouble, right? Front running at Coinbase, basically front running listings.
Right.
Um,
It's like the Binance listing the random coins.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Also, Nero is at the Nero that was listed is hit 440 million market cap.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Whoa.
It's like a slight pullback right now.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, it could hit a bill, 2x from here, 3x from here.
Holy shit.
I think it's too late for an entry. I think this one is just the one I got to sit out for real. I got into the other Nero, but that one kind of cratered after this one got listed. But if you
Is that
got in before listing, that's probably like an easy 20x, 25x.
Yeah. Easy. It looked like.
But who knows these things in reality?
Yeah. Who knows? Oh, that's not. Is that Wrapped East near you? No, it's not. Oh. Yeah. If I was any of these people, yeah, I'd be long gone counting my money. But yeah, I would think that there's got to be some gaps here formed that would be filled on something like this. There's just got to be. I don't think it'll go on forever. If you look too, I mean, just even on this rudimentary chart, I mean, volume is definitely coming down. To see what happens. You don't have this massive volume like you did here in here.
Yeah, it's kind of sus the Binance listing stuff. Like, why are they listing this coin out of all of them?
Yeah, I've seen some controversy earlier in this year that had to do with Binance Launchpad, and I think that was on it was kind of highlighting that. But then when I thought I spoke about that earlier, I think me and you were talking. I felt like I was wrong. Is it Coin? Oh God, Coin Rank? No, it's not. Coin.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can definitely pay Binance to get listed. It's just people don't want to pay sometimes.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I have it right here. Can I jump? Can I show a? Let me show. Can I show a tab
Yeah,
here
let me
in
switch
Chrome?
it for you.
I bet that. I don't know how to do it without doing stop screen. Unless I did maybe present and just do
Just
it.
try dragging the tab onto this window.
Okay, we did that. I forgot last time.
Nothing. You know, like, are you on Chrome? It's like
Yeah.
dragging this tab to a different Chrome window.
Yeah, I'm pulling it, so it's in a separate window, right? And then now I'm trying to drag. Let me just do it like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Yikes. Oh, you know what? It was because I was showing TradingView window and I wasn't in Chrome. If I was showing TradingView in Chrome, that's probably what happened there. Okay, is it?
What we're looking at here, how it's the
Yeah. I was trying to look at ICO Launchpad return on investment IDO, or no, SEX Launchpad ROI. So for the year, right? We can see here. Now, why isn't Binance on this one? So Bybit, right? 35% of the IEOs. Oh, this is just this past month. Return on investment. Oh no, 2023. So basically this past year. Bybit's 35%.
I feel like Bybit does a lot of them though.
Okay. KuCoin Spotlight. Wow. Well, Gate too does a lot, right? Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Um,
I think so.
but yeah, but I've seen. I wonder if there's a reason why I don't see. See, no, this is IDO Launchpad, Pancake Swap. I mean, I would think Pancake does a lot too, right? And Bounce, but I'm wondering. Coinless. I don't know why I don't see Binance. Yeah, I swear it used to show Binance under here too, but maybe I'm mistaken. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Oh my gosh, they're about to unlock 30% of the Cadison supply in 20 hours. Oh, that's part of the the Telegram airdrop for the game. That's quite a chunk there.
That's a lot. 30%?
Yeah.
Bullish or not? What do you think?
Nah. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't. I think that if people have earned this token and it's worth some money from playing some game on their phone, I think that, good for them if they want to keep it. But I think, I think you'd be foolish if you didn't sell it, especially if you, put time and energy into it. But yeah, yep. I sell majority of my airdrops. I won't lie. They hate me. They hate me when they find out I'm coming. I will farm it. I will farm the hell out of it and sell it.
What airdrops are you waiting for?
Never think twice. Never think twice, man. I don't care if it's blur, drift. I don't care. It's gone. Zeta. I like some of y'all, but yeah.
Okay, here's Box of Cats.
Dang, man. That's bad. Alexa, off.
The Box of Cats will be waiting for you.
That's good. Alexa's talking cats to me now. That's pretty scary. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I've seen some unlocks this year and price goes up, but yeah, I'd be shocked to see that after that airdrop that cat token still goes up. But yeah, never know. I haven't looked at the gaming mechanics and all that stuff, but I'd be surprised. I really would. Lately it's the dogs versus the cats. The dogs versus the cats. I mean, we have dogs, right? That was running last week, early this week.
What's the story behind dogs? That one.
I don't know. That's not related to the Twitter personality Bark, right? Or something like that. Because there's this guy that's super flashy on crypto. It goes by Bark. And I don't know what their little group was, dogs something. Past few months I was watching. I don't know the full story on it. Honestly, I don't. Vesting, come on, there can't be no vesting in dogs. Another 72% airdrop to the community. Another unlock. Oh, not much in 2 days. So most of it's unlocked, right? So if you want to see, I don't think dogs had I don't know if they had a game like Catizens or cats, right? But I mean, here we are. I would argue kind of a similar token. You could maybe say this is just purely meme, but you know what I mean? Where I think they had some type of Telegram integration, like in order to get this, if I'm not mistaken. But here we are with what 92% of the supply unlocked, and now we're down 7% over the past 7 days. Yeah, man. I don't, some of the old school guys I know from crypto, right? They would refer just to most of this stuff as shit coins. No offense to anybody, but sometimes, man, there's no shade on anybody and anybody starting something new and doing something new, but a lot of times too, some of that, whether it's in crypto or other parts of our lives, man, it can just be really kind of serve as a distraction. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keeping your eye off the prize, man. Keeping your eye off the prize. Look at some of these thriving ecosystems, right? With new projects, right? Look at Ethereum ecosystem with 1,165 new projects, right? And market cap growing, or Solana or Polygon. Right? I spoke with a developer of Solana this week, man. Really smart guy. I doubt he's watching or listening. Even smarter if he is. But his name Damien or whatever, and he had just got done building a really cool kind of platform taking advantage of quick transactions, right, on Solana, like they call Blinks, little.
Mm-hmm.
And he built kind of this little, basically in about a week, an application kind of to integrate kind of roles, right, from Twitter. So he's got basically a Chrome extension, right? You can install or use like the Blinks. I think there's a thing going on. Anyways, and then you can kind of similar to say, now if I was just to put in a new address in this tab, I wonder what will happen.
Oh, it works. It's on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah. So like same way, right? Say if I was looking at on Twitter, I don't have the actual extension installed right now, but like same way, right? If I was looking at, look at somebody tweeting about actual coin, some sort. Well, no stocks. No.
Oh, talking about stocks. GameStop is running again.
Really?
Did you see that? People have been talking about it for like 2 days.
See, SPX is tokenized somewhere, or maybe that's just on the blockchain. That's where SPX Rapid ETH on Uniswap. Interesting.
Is it? Is this actually go to price in dollars? But this is in, I don't know. This is 4 cents a share.
Oh yeah, no, that can't be right. It's just a meme. It's just a coin someone created called SPX. This is just this integration from ChainZoom. It'll any ticker say on a tweet, right? But that was so say like this. Anyway, so you could look at something like XRP, right, or something.
That's not the right XRP.
That's not. All right. We'll quit highlighting broken tools there. ChainZoom. But anyways, similar to that is the way that it was just a extension that you could. Let me see. Yeah, actually, well, I have it. Okay, so this was the guy's thing. But he was cool, man. He won. He got some sponsorships from a hackathon and things like that. And I could tell he was passionate, man. Knew what he was doing. But yeah, man, this was something kind of cool. But just again, when you talk about kind of like quality, right, versus smaller things. But him being over there in Europe, right, where they have a lot of the Solana developer conventions in Holland or Amsterdam and stuff like that. Or I think they were even in. I'm trying to think of this last one. No, it wasn't in Hungary, but over there in that area, they've been the last couple of years, and they've seen some cool kind of some cool presentations and things behind the scenes there. The developers, man, I mean, I think the developers on Ethereum are great and very smart. I've seen and been to like a consensus, and I even saw something in the news today where there was some lawsuit in Texas because consensus happens to be hosted in a city that's easy for me to get to, or I'm familiar with, and I don't know the difference. I'd say that a little bit of difference is I like the Solana seems a little bit younger, and so with that, right, you get a little bit more risk taking, which can be, a good thing, a positive thing, definitely when it comes to development, right? Not necessarily as good as when it comes to market, but yeah, man, that even in the bear market periods, both development. And maybe that's just some of my experience, but some of the most kind of front, development behind the scenes I've seen on Ethereum and Solana, that to be like a real kind of exciting. Like, hey, even though this is a bear run, like there's still people, building, planning for like the next leg.
Right.
And just
People are just building forever.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's good to you can appreciate, man, when people are passionate about some things, man. And also to kind of brings some confidence. Looking here a little bit, the market news.
Dude, Stewie's actually doing pretty well. What was too?
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, there's one of my favorite coins trying to trap me a little bit underwater going into the weekend. Don't like that one that much, but it'll be all right.
Stewie's doing really well.
Let's look at Sui.
Up like 50% since Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not signed in. Golly. Wow.
Right?
What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 strong days in a row? Wow. Does it got a number? Does it got a fifth in it? That's the question. This is a strong move, man. Real strong. 44% over the last 4 days. Wow.
Right?
Holy shit. Wow.
It got like another 4 days of up. It's fine.
A lot of these liquidations are weird at $1.45, right above $1.45, and right
With the
down to.
shorts?
No, these are longs that would be liquidated. They got long here.
Huh.
At some
With like
point,
super
or really
high leverage.
below. Yeah. I would think this is all. Default's like 100x, which I almost in my settings say when I'm using like looking at liquidity on and say like TradingView, I have my default at like 10x or something. I don't. It's hard to believe that the majority of. I don't think that the majority is leveraged to 100x. Man, it just seems insane to me. There's no way. There's just no way, man. I believe some of it, but there's no way that the majority is. I would like to think maybe 10x or say 20x, but anything more than that is hard. It's really hard for me to think that it's going on.
Right.
Yeah. Can we look at a heat map here? Yeah, we could a little bit. Let's see if I can get something on this. Yeah, no. That's not going to show me liquidity on that. Oh well. No. Yeah, this would be interesting to see, man. Say if we take a fib extension from this load up. Yeah. Be interesting to see if this keeps going or not.
That's probably one of the biggest winners in the last couple of days.
Yeah. Sui's mainly predominantly, more of an Asian side of the things, from development wise. But that don't mean anything, right? That don't mean really that just means I could tell you less about it. But yeah, interesting to see. We are at pretty significant level here though. At this 151 area, from looking from the past. Let's say if we are on a weekly level, maybe. Yeah. This was a strong weekly break here. This $1.36 area. Yeah, I mean that's one hell of a daily candle there, or a weekly candle. I'm sorry. But that's even three positive weeks in a row too. So.
Yeah, Sui's been. I mean, it's had that corrective channel, and now it's time to move up. It's baked in.
It's baked in, right? Let's see, where do we still have? We were talking about last Friday when we were talking. I was talking about that I believed that we still had some room to go up for Bitcoin. I was really talking about some liquidity that was up in. Let's look on Binance, up in the $70,000 area. Obviously we didn't come up to that, or well, no. But if we were to look here, let's look here at liquidity. Did they back off or did they add? No, they're adding still. Wow. Yeah, I'm interested in some of this liquidity here above us still. This is not the best representation of it. Let me filter just a larger liquidity. Oh, they did back off some. Yesterday. Okay. Shorts started unwinding some here. But they're still, yeah. We'll still see. I'm hoping my hopes and prayers are that there's enough liquidity still above us that it makes sense. Just even from market making perspective, to bring us up higher. I really do think so. Looks like 64,236. Really just above the high. Looks like a liquidation level there, but it's not actually showing any liquidity on this actual books here. So, and a little bit of a imbalance down there at 62.7 still. Yeah. Nancy, I saw. Are you burned out on the whole Dookie Dash thing from the last game?
No, I was gonna actually try to play some, but I'm not sure how.
Okay.
I'm definitely not gonna try to play on my phone. If it's on the computer, I'll play. But if it's on the phone, I don't want to play it.
Yeah, I saw Derivator make some posts that had to do with the game, showing off. Basically, it was the ability to. I don't know what they were calling
Let me see
it.
if I can play it. Anyways, I think it's out today.
But basically, you could. I don't know if you'd call it put a skin over, but basically, you could. It would make you could stream basically with like a panda mask on or something.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know what you'd call that.
I think it's
you could
only
basically
on the phone.
Okay. Well, probably because you gotta have a good enough camera, right? You know what I mean? It's taking advantage of some of the higher end camera stuff in the phones.
Mac and Windows. How do you play? I have it up. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Let me look at your screen. While I'm waiting, are you gonna maybe show us?
If I can get the game started, I'll definitely show it. Oh, where'd he go? Let me share my screen. That's good. I'm gonna try to share my screen.
I was gonna bring up. We're gonna take this moment to advertise for our sponsors and bring up the Bridge 2 Labs website.
Yeah, thanks Io for coming on. I think we do like 4 or 5 streams a week now.
Yeah, you've had a packed house, man. I've seen earlier this week.
I'm definitely a content creator now. But yeah, we do these streams. People have been winning on your tools, which I'm very happy about actually. So I gotta get logged into that. That's one of the benefits of being in the Bridge 2 Labs community. But we post all our alpha on Discord and Telegram now. So I know people are following your alpha a lot on your channel, Io. When do we expect some additional posts?
Yeah, I kind of have some idea to do some. I want to do a little bit of some renewed research on some smaller cap for kind of maybe like a Q4 hold kind of through the rest of Q4. I think we have a lot of also traders, investors that are just simply swapping or on spot, or maybe looking for a kind of a little low key, maybe low leverage, kind of longer term swing trade. So I want to kind of make sure the fundamentals match the technicals, kind of. But if kind of coming together with, I know Borchilla put out a great list earlier this week, a good shopping list. And so I just gonna kind of gear mine towards a little bit more shorter term with the technicals behind it, especially if I can kind of line it up timing wise. But yeah,
I don't want to download the thing on my computer. I feel it's super sus.
yeah, dude, I've had to talk about sus. Warning to anybody out there, right? Like I don't even had the time to follow up, but say this year I probably had, I don't know how many, like say projects or whatever, but I get these like DMs on Twitter, which I'm not a big Twitter messenger person, but it's always the same thing, man. It's like a group and they have some game and they want to pay you, right, to
mod or something,
right, or something, and then they want you to join the Discord, right, and then the next instructions are they want you to download some game, right? And don't worry when you get that unauthorized malicious software warning and just click proceed anyways. And like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. How they get you.
Yeah. Yeah, right, man. Yeah, right.
Well,
I was watching. Did you see the big Zach XBT investigation that he posted? The reveal of basically how they socially engineered some of the Genesis cold storage
social
wallets.
Engineering is the main way people get hacked.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, 100%. But the video of it, man, is pretty impressive. I tell anybody go watch Zach XPT's post. The kids actually, like, you know what I mean? Not only filmed, right, like, or screen grabbed like a good clip of it. Like they revealed that ended up that basically two of them doxed themselves just by, you know what I mean, recording the whole thing. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild to see what happened. But yeah, that was just, really just social engineering and to show you even kind of, multi-sig, cold storage, this, that, and the other, right? It's only as strong as its weakest link.
Yeah, social engineering is the main entry point for hackers.
Right.
That is.
Right.
People were hacking companies by like doing like fake interviews for like engineers.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard of that.
So they really get you.
I have. That is true.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you, Io.
Yeah.
Let's plan for another stream next week. Best way to connect with us is Twitter. We're always checking our messages. Make sure to DM either me, Io, for Loco, or the official Bridge 2 Labs account for more information how to join. And I want to see more wins. I got to get set up on those indicators as well. Seeing Boston Clear's W's this whole week. I mean, I think he's had like 6-7 wins right now, and he's been posting a couple of his exits
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's crazy fun.
He's cool. I think that maybe we can get him, and hopefully, ideally, another member or two every once in a while. But I think maybe just to kind of jump on a stream every once in a while, maybe freestyle a little bit, just hear a different perspective.
Oh,
might even
sure.
have someone.
Hopefully- I think he
you know
has
what I
some secret sauce that he's going to keep away from us, but love to get his take on everything and how he's
Yeah.
utilizing the tools.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You have a good weekend, and
You too, Al. Take care.
yeah.